And we want to talk more about those wholesale prices. One of our News Nation stations in Texas spoke to a man whose electricity bill was $17,000. The power company retrieved that money from his account using the auto pay feature. News Nation's Ashley Ketz joins us now in the newsroom with some advice from an expert tonight.
I talked with an oil and gas attorney, Krista Castaneda, about how this happened and what you can do to avoid getting into a situation like this. Krista, thanks so much for joining us tonight on News Nation.
Happy to be with you.
We are reading and hearing of all of these reports of people in Texas who are opening these outrageous electric bills. Explain what the common denominator is here about why these Texans are being billed so much right now.
Well, our power grid failed in the incredible ice and snowstorms we had throughout all of Texas last week. There wasn't enough power to go around, and so the cost of delivering it grew by hundreds of times what a normal event would have. So some people who had certain kinds of contracts are getting hit with $10,000 and $15,000 monthly bills.
And what do you tell someone that they can do if they open one of these bills that they can't afford? What's the first thing you tell them?
Well, first of all, don't panic. This is something that's kind of unique to Texas. Most places will not allow companies to sell power at this basis. So most consumers will never face this. But don't panic. Look at your contract. Make sure you're protecting yourself. If you've got it on auto pay and you don't have to do that, take it off auto pay. A good thing to know is that even here in Texas, the governor has suspended the sending of electric bills and the ability to cut people off of their power while this whole thing gets sorted out.
And what is something that you can do to make sure, as a customer, that this doesn't happen to you? You just said turn off auto pay, but what else can someone do?
Well, know your contract, right? Even here in Texas, there are many kinds of contracts for the delivery of electrical power to your house. And many of them do not have this feature where you're basically paying whatever the grid is charging, which can be a very small amount when power is plentiful and nobody's putting strain on the grid, with this extraordinary amount when it's a different situation. So know your contract, make sure you thought about it, and don't just let it go into limbo. Pay attention.
All right, some good advice tonight for consumers everywhere right now. Krista, thank you so much for your time.
Happy to.